What's up everybody, it's CJ and I'm back with another Sims 4 speed build, and it's been a little while since my last one, but today I'm back building in the Sims 4 because I need to build a yoga studio slash gym, and I need to build this for the hot tea challenge. So you may remember a couple weeks ago I did an abandoned factory build in the Sims 4. If you didn't see it, I'll leave a link down below. But basically it's for that same family. So in the hot tea challenge, we're on generation 3. And this generation is about you basically being a runaway teen, and you get pregnant in high school, you tell your parents, they kick you out, and you kind of have to drop out of school and just kind of like just survive basically. And then when you become like a young adult and you're able to actually get like a better paying job, you're supposed to be in the athletic career, and then from there, you're supposed to like open up your own yoga studio when you get level 7. And my sim Boba, who's the heir, just got level 7 last night on stream. So I'm like, oh, I need to I need to build a place for us to work. So that's kind of what we are dealing with now. Now, in an ideal world, this would have been a house slash yoga studio, but we don't have a lot of money, y'all. When we got kicked out of the house, we had 0 simoleons. My Sims were so poor, they had to collect water from the lake, and then they had to quickly take a shower and stuff like that. So they were struggling. They didn't even have electricity at first. So needless to say, my Sims were struggling, y'all. So, now they're still struggling, but just not as much because they have job, So my sim Boba is now, well, I had to make her quit her job, but she was level 7 at the athletic career, and then her boyfriend Moss was I think he's level 5 or 6 of the military career. So I just got him in the military career recently. He's been doing really good in it. So they've been making a little bit of money, but I feel like once we buy this place, we're going to have no money again. Because I think this place ended up being 28,000 simoleons, maybe 30,000. I can't remember. It's not a super expensive lot, but it's a lot more than what we can afford. So we're going to be broke soon. We're going to have to work our way up again. One of my biggest inspirations for this build was that I wanted to kind of go for a more natural, garden kind of aesthetic. So it's like a garden yoga studio, if that makes sense. So I wanted big archways and big windows to let in a lot of sunlight, and I wanted very light and airy colors, and I also wanted some wood tones, some really warm wood tones. So that's kind of what I went with this build. As you can see, we're using the Snowy Escape fence. I used this wallpaper. It's from one of those, was it a Nature Awaits? I don't remember what it was called. It was the nature event that we had a while ago, so I ended up using that. And then I wanted to also use the Eco Lifestyle wallpaper, the darker one, but then I was like, that's a little bit too dark. I don't really know. So I was like, why don't I just use the new wallpaper from the Adventure Awaits pack? And I was like, maybe that would be a little bit better. So I'm using some of that, and that also kind of makes it a lot more lighter, And then I also realized that I wanted to kind of have a parking space, and I know there's debug cars that you can get from the by debug, but I didn't know where to find them. So I'm just using some of these toy cars from the base game and just sizing them up. And then this section over here, y'all, I did not know what I wanted this to be. At first, I wanted this to be a Zen garden that you can do yoga in, but then I was like, that might not be the move. I don't know if I really liked it. So you'll see a little bit later that this becomes our yoga section. So we have outdoor meditational yoga, stuff like that. And then when you come inside, you'll have a lobby, there's a bathroom, and then we also have to have a gym. So we have a really, really small gym. This is very humble beginnings, very small scale mom and pop kind of thing. But I know that once we get a lot more money, we'll be able to expand. This slot is a nice sized lot anyway, so we should be able to add way more stuff here. And at some point, I'm gonna have to build us a house, so we're gonna need a lot of money, y'all. The factory was nice, a part of me wants to low-key renovate the factory to be a house, but the other part is no, CJ, you need to build them another house. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet. By the way, if you do want to see me play The Sims 4, I do stream it over on Twitch. If you don't know, I am a Twitch streamer. I've been streaming for years now. I stream Monday to Friday, usually from 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Times, 7 p.m. to around 11 o'clock. Sometimes it's over 11 and it'll be 12 and 1 o'clock in the morning, but usually it's from 7 to 11. I'll leave a link to my Twitch channel link down below, and if you can't make a stream, no worries. I have a second YouTube channel now, and on my second channel I post the VODs, the streams and stuff. I archive them on a separate YouTube channel. So for example, if you want to go back and watch the hot tea challenge from the very beginning, all of the old parts and stuff are on the second channel. They're all in a playlist. So I'll leave a link to the second channel down below. It's called CJ Replays, so you can go and watch all of the streams. I also am doing a Sims 3 100 baby challenge, and y'all, that challenge is low-key stressing me out. Like, I think I've said this before, but I don't think The Sims 3 likes me doing that challenge, y'all, because I have had so many issues, save file becoming really bloated and it won't really load, constant crashing on a new save file. You know, I feel like maybe, you know, we're not supposed to have that many kids, you know, or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe it's a skill issue. So we do The Sims 3 on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and then Friday on stream, we kind of just do anything that's not Sims related. So that could be a scary game. It could be like, I don't know, Roblox or something. It could just be like basically anything. So like, for example, last week was Halloween and it was on a Friday. So it was me, Concat, and then we did a collab and we played some games together. We played this game called Repo, and I played it with some of my chat and her chat, and it was really fun. And then we played this game called The Forest. Y'all, we have not beat that game yet. It's just kind of like a survival kind of game, but it's also kind of scary, and there's like a story, and we haven't yet to beat the game. We're looking for a raccoon right now. So yeah, that's always a fun time too. So if you want to see any of the Twitch stuff, I'll leave a link down below. Some of me and Concat's collabs are on the second channel as well, so you can go watch those if you want to. But yeah, now we move on to the inside, and as you can see, y'all, everything is starting to come together. We have a nice cozy lobby area. I used a lot of the objects from the Spa Day stuff pack, and I think it's called the Refined Living Room pack. I also use a lot of stuff from that as well. I wanted this to kind of feel more like, not really like a spa, but more like a just natural wellness center, you know? So I wanted some nice calming aesthetics in here. I also have the ticket kiosk because this does have to be a business from Business and Hobbies. So if you want this to be functional as like a business, you are going to need Business and Hobbies. And I also use like other little packs here and there. So like the fitness stuff pack as well for like the picture on the wall, the sleek, as I think it's called Sleek Bathroom. We have so many kits now, but I think it's called Sleek Bathroom. So I use some of the objects from there, like the light fixture that you see. And of course, with Adventure Awaits, we have these free weight objects, so I knew that I had to use those. I wanted to also use the elliptical, but then I was like, maybe not. I was like, we don't really have a lot of space in here, and this is literally just a small square room. I did use that windowed wallpaper that's in the base game now, because I wanted this room to kind of be like really bright, and I wanted you to get like a nice view of the scenery and stuff like that. So I used like this seamless wallpaper window kind of thing. I also have 2 weight machines in here. There's 2 punching bags and 1 treadmill, so you know, it's a little workout area. Doesn't have everything just yet, but it has enough, you know. And then also, this is where the bathroom's gonna be. So for the bathroom, I think I was a little bit extra. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I think I'm a little bit extra with this one. So with the Love Struck pack, we actually have this door that you can use to kind of make like a custom walk-in shower. So I wanted to use that. There's 3 or 2 showers, I can't remember. I think there's like 3 showers in here, and there's 2 toilets, and then I used those room divider things from the Sleek Bathroom, and I just think it looks really cool, y'all. Like, it's kind of extra, but I think the bathroom looks really nice. I love this color scheme. And then the wallpaper in the bathroom, that stone I think is from the bowling stuff pack. But yeah, I kind of hated how I had to make it a little bit big. So I did have to extend the bathroom by like a tile to make it a little bit wider. But I still think it looks kind of cool. I just hope that Sims can still use the bathroom at the same time with those little room dividers. Probably, but I don't know. Because usually what I do is I just build a wall. And then that way Sims can, you know, multiple Sims can use the bathrooms. It's like a makeshift bathroom stall kind of thing. But I don't know if these objects work the same way. I'm going to have to playtest that to find out. But I was trying to just squeeze as much stuff as I could, you know, without going over the budget too much. So hopefully you'll like it. So that's basically everything for the inside. And then for the outside, I did not know what I wanted the outside to be, y'all. I'm going to be honest. I knew that I wanted it to have something to do with yoga, but I didn't know like what that meant. So I was like, maybe this could be a Zen garden and you do yoga, you know, on the sand. I don't know if that would be like as relaxing as I think it would be. So I was like, why don't I just make this into like a garden space in a way? So I put some stone down, and then I'm also putting an incense object as well. I put a couple of plants out here. There are some outdoor lights, and then I used a lot of yoga mat. I have the instructor yoga mat back here in the back, and then I also put some of the other ones down as well. So there's like 3 or 4, and I put a couple of those meditation stools, so that way a lot of Sims should be able to come and like, you know, meditate and stuff like that out here as well. My Sim Bob, she has to max out her athletic skill and her wellness skill, so this is going to be right up her alley anyway. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to use this. I'm probably going to use this tonight on stream, depending on like if we can afford it, because I may have to like dumpster dive a little bit to get some money. I don't know yet. But anyway, y'all, that is basically everything for this build. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you don't know, my name is CJ, and I do a lot of building on the channel, mainly in Sims 3, but I do some Sims 4 builds from time to time, and some Sims 2 builds very occasionally. But yeah, if you do like anything, I am going to put this up on the gallery. My gallery ID is Seeckingly. I'll put it up on the screen. It's the same name as my Twitch name, by the way, so if you just go to Twitch and search it, you should find me. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below, follow me over on Twitch where I stream a lot more of The Sims, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Thanks for watching!